Tokyo. You hear these stories all the time, right? People say you can leave your wallet on a subway seat, come back an hour later, and it'll still be there. But is that just a nice story, or is it actually true? Well, today, we're going to dig into the data and find out.
So, to get to the bottom of this, we're going to look at it from a few different angles. First, we'll see how Tokyo stacks up on the world stage. Then, we'll zoom right in on the city's own local crime stats. And finally, we'll ask the big question: is every single part of this massive city as safe as they say?
Okay, first up, let's look at the big picture. When global experts are doing the measuring, how does Tokyo compare to other huge cities around the world?
And here's the thing that's really striking. It's not just that Tokyo ranks high, it's how incredibly consistent it is. I mean, we're talking year after year, these major global studies come to the exact same conclusion.
Take the Economist's Safe Cities Index, for example. This is a really well-respected, comprehensive report. And in that ranking, Tokyo isn't just in the top 10, it's almost always battling for that #1 spot. It has cemented its reputation as being at the absolute peak of urban safety.
And you have to realize, these rankings aren't just about crime. Safety here means something much bigger. It means the trains are going to be on time. It means the power grid is reliable. And it means if you get sick, you have access to fantastic healthcare. It's really about a total sense of security in your daily life.
All right, so that's the view from 30,000 feet. But what about on the ground? Let's zoom in and look at Tokyo's own local data. What do the numbers say?
And this number is just incredible. In a lot of Tokyo's individual districts or wards, the official crime rate is just 1 to 2%. I mean, just think about that. That's a tiny fraction of what you'd see in most other major capital cities across the globe.
You really see these super low rates in places like Setagaya and Suginami, which are these huge, sprawling residential areas, or in a place like Bunkyo, which is kind of known as the city's university town. In neighborhoods like these, feeling safe isn't just a bonus, it's just a normal part of everyday life.
But that does raise a good question, doesn't it? Is the entire city just one giant, safe monolith? Well, like any city this massive, the reality is a little more nuanced than that.
It's a really important question to ask. Does this amazing safety record mean you can just let your guard down completely no matter where you are? Well, the answer to that is of course no. And this is where you see a tale of two different Tokyos. On the one hand, you've got those super quiet residential neighborhoods we talked about. But on the other hand, you have the huge, neon-drenched entertainment districts like Shinjuku's Kabukicho. Now, even these areas are incredibly safe by global standards, but they are the spots where you might have a slightly higher chance of running into petty crimes.
So, after looking at the global reputation and the nitty-gritty local details, what's the final verdict? Is Tokyo really that safe?
This isn't just some catchy phrase. This is a real, common experience for people who live there and visit. This one idea that you can feel safe walking around at night and actually trust that a lost item will probably make its way back to you, that really says everything about the social fabric of the city.
So here's the bottom line. The data absolutely confirms it. Tokyo is a world leader in safety. It provides an environment where daily life just feels overwhelmingly secure. But, and this is important, it's still a massive city. It's not some kind of risk-free bubble. Just having some basic awareness is, as always, a good idea.
When you look at it all, Tokyo really does set an unbelievably high bar for what a safe city can be. And it kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. In a world where you can never eliminate risk completely, what does safety really mean to you?